I am Pharasi. I am a cultural officer at the Francis Bart district at the Northern Cape Department of Sports, Arts and Culture.
And I am Nelly Pheleu. I am the Communications Officer at the Provincial Office of the Northern Cape Department for Sport, Arts and Culture.
We are actually here for the KZN Music Imbizo. We were invited by Pheleu, who is the organizer of the Music Imbizo. We brought our artists from the Northern Cape to come and experience the Music Imbizo, to gain insight of what the music industry has in store for them. And especially when times are moving so fast, we are going through to digitization of everything else. So this is what we brought our artists here for. We had artists from Kimberley, which were 3 artists from called Afro Nation, and then we have one from Platfontein, who is Young C. He raps in his own indigenous language, which is the Kwe language.
Yes, a language that is fleeting actually right now. And we're actually, while you're on that, we are also responsible as the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture to cultivate languages such as the Khoisan language and the Nama and the Ngu and the Ngwe. And we actually have people back at home, our colleagues that you live next door to, they are busy translating documents and books into the Ngu and the Ngwe language. So it is actually very, very nice to bring such an integration of languages, and to also bring an artist who raps in Ngu and Ngwe.
Yes.
So yes, I saw a couple of delegates today. They were listening to the song, and they were just taken aback by it, and they were like, what language is this? And then we had to explain and tell them a curiosity in a sense. Ya gore, what is this language? And no, we explained to them, no, it's a Ngu and the Ngwe. And then we also have Mali B that we came with, music producer, does beats at the Northern Cape recording studio. And he does beats for the artists as well. And we also have Joy, he's a rapper from Bosman in the Northern Cape as well. It's a very big province with very small Langana towns there. So it was quite a nice experience to be here.
Yes.
Is it just those?
Yes, it's just those, but we are hoping that we will grow and bring more.
Bring more.
Because this is really a fantastic platform that was created for these artists or musicians. And we had panelists like from all the way from
around the world actually.
From Norway, Italy, people who would actually bring so much knowledge on the world perspective of music. Yes. So that's what I really loved,
Yes.
And all the digital platforms were here as well.
They were.
Just guiding our artists on how to put their music out there.
Yes.
I think this is a really great program, and I wish that it could grow bigger than this and have artists from all over the world actually come together to KZN and Durban to experience this. And this program really ignited something inside of me when it comes to music. I'm more of a person who is into like amapiano, but this whole week I've experienced so many sounds, different genres,
yes.
And how you can elevate your artistry, your music, and your career into the music industry. I just loved the program.
I also loved it. And I also like the point that they brought across of artists focusing on also the business side
Yes,
of
yes,
music, because
yes.
you get certain artists, they just focus on the art and the creativity and everything, and then those entities we had entities from Sempro, Capasso, Risa, coming to tell people to like also teach yourself about the business side of music, you know certain things, license your work. We also had a lady who was giving a masterclass on intellectual property. You get what I mean? So it was just so cultivating and important to get this conference that actually caters to musicians. And the important part about all of this is that we send our delegates here from the Northern Cape to come here and be a sponge and absorb, so that we can take all this information and all these teachings so that we can bring it back to the Northern Cape and just, feed the artist who did not get the opportunity. If it was possible to bring every single musician, every single producer, every single composer to this conference, but monetarily, it's really beyond our reach. So it was very just important for us to come and to learn and to, mix and network with people. We had people from TikTok, Spotify, just teaching about licensing and everything.
What I also liked was the emphasis on being proud of your culture, being proud of the language. You must use your language as much as possible, because this builds a way of not letting the language die, and we must always be like put ourselves out there and show how we are proud of our roots, our culture. We need to write in our languages as well, so that it can have that longevity in our lives, and to actually showcase to the world that we are such a diverse nation.
And you speaking about that also reminds me of the conversation that they had of knowing your niche, knowing your niche as an artist. Knowing your niche as an artist simply means that, as you're saying, don't shy away from writing in your old language. Don't shy away from getting your particular group of people. Like, unfortunately, not everyone can be a superstar. But if you know your audience and you write in your language, and they also said something so important, my darling. They said, music is an archivist of culture.
Yes,
It archives culture. It cultivates creativity. That's what I loved most. So we can use music to save our culture and our heritage. And also, there were certain things that they spoke about, repatriations, getting back our catalogs from certain countries, because I think it dials back to artists knowing the business, because unfortunately we are in an industry where every time on social media an artist is broke and people are making fun of them. If maybe we can just find a way, for artists to know the business part of music, and it's necessarily not a nice part to know. So that is and also us as being custodians of the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture in the Northern Cape, which is the department that cultivates social cohesion and nation building. I think music is the most important part of that, as it cultivates and archives culture and everything like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, and today we had listening sessions where artists that were invited to the conference brought their sounds, and then musical producers who've worked with giants such as DJ D-Ra, worked with Big Nas here in Durban. He was also forming part of the listening panel. Yes.
Nice.
So they were listening to your music for 1 hour, not 1 hour, sorry, 1 minute, 30 seconds. So, yeah, a lot of critiques were given and a lot of compliments were given as well, So the very, very first compliment or critique was that capture your music Capture the listener. Capture the listener. Don't take long.
Yeah.
Don't take long with the beat. With the beat, have no monotonous sounds like that. Just tweaks here and there. So I
Yeah.
think that is the most important part about the music Imbizo.
Yeah.
That it actually advises people on what to do and just brings us, us to rub shoulders with people who know. And you don't necessarily need to take these critiques in a bad way.
No.
It's for you to grow, your own growth.
To build,
Yeah.
to build, yeah. I hope that the artists that were here would be able to take that and elevate themselves, and elevate others in the Northern Cape. One thing I'm loving about our visit here is coming to the KZN Music House.
Oh.
Wow.
Where we are currently
This
right now.
facility is mind blowing.
Amazing.
I have never seen so much production equipment not in my life, but like
Yeah,
recently.
I know what you mean.
So, it's something that we can take home and say, you know what, this is what we saw, this is what we need to be able to elevate our artists, to be able to elevate the industry in the Northern Cape and the department. I mean, having this wonderful facility for absolutely mahala, for free.
For free. I heard and I was
accessible to all the
I was like, yeah.
artists. And we were welcomed by Ms. Ngomezulu, who is the Director of Arts Development in DSAC, KZN. And she was so welcoming.
Yeah.
And imagine an artist coming in here and meeting this wonderful person, and like man.
You felt welcome.
Welcome.
They once again they chained the dogs away. You felt at home.
We met
Yes.
Mr. Eugene, who is the ultimate greatest sound engineer.
Music maestro.
In KZN.
Listen.
And they were just so welcoming, showing us around. I think this is one facility that would actually help our artists as much as it helps artists from Durban. I mean, coming here is like easy peasy. So, and it's accessible to all the artists, production houses, music enthusiasts, actors, dancers, and it's just a wonderful facility. And I hope that we will be able to emulate the same in our department and get this facility, just have that relations with them.
Yes. You know what I loved about coming here at the Music Hub is that we met the office of SIFSA in the same facility.
Yes.
What I love about the fact is that everything artsy, it's in one place.
Yes,
It's easily accessible. And then we were told that the Honorable MEC Kaula made that possible for
Wow.
everything. There is a production house, there's a dance studio, there's a, there is a center there where people are doing dancing, ballet, dramatic arts. We were taken to a room of actors,
Yes.
acting, an acting hub.
Film, television.
Several rooms. We were taken to a sound room where I can actually go and record my golden voice because I heard I could be, a voiceover artist to show me if I can be. So yeah, no, the Honorable MEC Kaula really, really did his thing by actually, it also speaks to the Batupili principles that we have.
Yes.
We have, Ms. Pharasi, that accessibility to people. When people come here, it's free. And then they can access each and every office that they need that caters to artists in a great way. And I love that. And also, not only emulating and as I said, we came here as a sponge to absorb, but to also create great relations,
Yes.
great relationships, working hand in hand. And I hope that will be a possibility where the Honorable MEC Kaula will meet our MEC, the Honorable MEC Madika,
Yes.
and just have a great merging of things in the KZN, because my, I want to stay here.
Yo, I know I am moving. I
Are
want
you
to,
moving?
No, definitely, because I think it just ignited something inside of me. Just
Exactly.
being in the space alone. Never mind the conference, but being in this space
Alone, Jay.
alone just ignited a fire in me that I really, really want to develop our artists. I really want us to be able to get our artists this type of facilities,
equipment.
equipment. And I mean, Eugene told us like how we can make this possible with this small amount of money, make this possible in every district. I mean, we have 5 districts. They have 10 districts, 11 actually districts in KZN. So imagine them being able to do that in all the 11 districts. Why can't we? We only have 5. And we actually will be able to even create more jobs for those artists, for those sound engineers, for those composers, and have relationships with our stakeholders. Because one thing that Ngome Zulu told us is that, instead of them doing programs, they actually have stakeholders who they support to actually do these programs for them. You understand? So it's those type of relationships that we need to build and to need to understand how we can bridge that gap that we have with our stakeholders, like Busifsa, like all the community art centers. I met in that day Edmund Mhlongo from the KCAB in Kwamashu. It's a big community art center that it's like 30 years old, and he is doing like a lot of work to grow young entrepreneurs in the arts. They say that they feed from, like, with their programs, they feed into the Lion King productions. So all their students, they've, I think, developed so many artists who are actually now in the Lion King. So they have also built that relationship with such a big production company to actually sustain and build their artists from here. They have exchange programs with people in Italy. That was bridged by the SA embassy there. And they have film festivals, they have acting festivals that at the end of the day, these productions will be showcased in Makanda National Festival each and every year. So KZN DSAC is doing an amazing job. I commend them. I'm in awe and I'm willing to learn more. And if we can build that intergovernmental relationship, interprovincial relationship, so that we can be able to come and learn and exchange. They go to the Northern Cape to come and teach us or teach our community on how to sustain themselves, because that is their main thing now, to develop and then get the person to the next level so that they can move out of the system. That is something that we can learn from this department.
Definitely.
To get our artists out of the system and to be able to sustain themselves.
Exactly.
And get the others, the younger ones, into it, and so on.
And I feel like it's important that we do that, because art as itself, we are seeing what we're seeing on television, that the art form is declining. It's declining. I don't know casting, how is it happening, but I feel like what the KwaZulu-Natal province is doing is absolutely amazing. Walking here, there are kids, teenagers here for acting. here for dancing, here for recording. Today I saw they were wearing different costumes. It's career day, so they're dressed in very
Character day.
Character day. So it's character day, so they are dressed in their own characters and they came here to act. I think what the most important thing that we need to take back is that art can actually take us out, our kids out of the streets. So if we cultivate, if we departmentalize, if we provincialize our departments, we can actually take so many people from the streets, because art, they are great singers who are just roaming the street. They are great actors who are just roaming the street. So if we were just to just push harder in the arts sector in our own province and each and every province of South Africa, I think if we had some form of uniformity,
Yes,
that we can
definitely.
take this as the skeleton, you know,
Yes.
as we take this as you know, as an example to say, KZN,
Done it.
look at how beautiful the space that we are in at. And I remember when you came to fetch me earlier on, you were like, Nelly, you won't believe. You won't believe. You get what I mean? And I must say, I'm impressed.
Yes, and one thing that they also told us is that this space is not only just for artists. There are sportsmen who come here to do their podcasts. They do a lot.
They do a lot.
They do a lot,
They
and
do
they
a lot.
accommodate each and every one who is under their umbrella. And I'm in awe. I am very proud of KZNDSAC. I would really want, even if we can spend 2-3 months here, you know, they can teach us everything that they are doing, or on how we can also build this type of models for our artists, for our sportsmen, for our community, you know, and go out there, because there's a venue that is catering for each and every person here, whether they have disabilities, they have programs, your pageantry, they accommodate everyone.
Everyone.
You know, for free.
For free. I still can't get over that.
Aye.
I still can't get over that. And
Yeah.
you are not getting just in jail.
No.
You are getting proper.
Yes.
Proper.
Top of
The range. Listen,
everything.
for
All the
mahala,
equipment.
you know?
Yeah.
No, we should definitely go back and take this as a model.
Yes, and
I am so proud, and
Yes.
I'm in awe.
Yes, big ups to Eugene, Megomezulu, the HOD, Dr. Sifunda, and MEC Kaula. You rock. And I follow you guys, KZN DSAC, and I see all the wonderful programs that you are doing. And I hope that you will be able to assist us as Northern Cape DSAC to actually do the same for our community.
Our community back at home.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
Thank you. That was amazing.